Hi guys, I'm R.Vidya from the Department of BCA. Now we are going to see about some interesting topic, that is cluster computing. The first inspiration for cluster computing was developed within the 1960s by IBM as another of large link mainframes to supply a additional price effective variety of business similarities. Do you know what is meant by cluster computing? A computer cluster is a set of computers that work together so that can be viewed as a single system. Unlike grid computers, computer clusters have each node set to perform the same task, controlled and scheduled by the software. Cluster computing defines several computers linked on a network and implemented like an individual entity. Each computer that is linked to the network is known as the node. Cluster computing provides solutions to solve difficult problems by providing faster computational speed and enhanced data integrity. Cluster computing has several components. The components of clusters are usually connected to each other through fast area network, with each node running in its own instance of an operating system. In most circumstances, all of the nodes use the same hardware and the same operating system. Although in some setups, the best example for cluster computing are OSCAR, Open Source Cluster Application Resources. Different operating systems can be used on each computer or different hardware. Cluster computing can be used in many fields. That means it has some applications. Some of the popular implementations of cluster computing are Google search engine, earthquake simulation, petroleum reservoir simulation, and weather forecasting system. Cluster computing has many advantages and disadvantages. First, we will see advantages. High performance, easy to manage, scalable, extendability, availability, and flexibility. Number 1. High performance. The system offers better and enhanced performance than that of the mainframe computer network. Number 2. Easy to manage. Clusters can be manageable and easy to implement. Number 3. Scalable. Resources can be easily added accordingly. Number 4. Extendability. The clusters can be extended easily by adding additional computers to the network. It is capable of combining the resources and networks to the existing computer network. Number 5. Availability. If one node becomes failed, the other node will be available instead of it. Number 6. Flexibility. It can be upgraded to the superior specification or additional nodes can be added. And then we go back to disadvantages. High cost, problems in finding fault, more space is needed. Number 1. High cost. It is not so much cost efficient because of its high hardware and design. Problems in finding fault is the number 2. Difficulty in finding where there is fault and which component has the fault. Number 3. More space is needed. Increase in infrastructure, more servers are needed to monitor and maintain. Finally, conclusion. We have discussed the motivation for cluster computing as well as the technologies available for building cluster systems. Usually commodity-based hardware and software components to achieve high performance, availability and scalability. The cluster computing is more cost-effective platform compared to traditional high-performance platforms.